Hello, welcome to class. Today we want to look at Mod 4 Facility Index on Geography and History. First, we want to take a look on the branches of government, then the difference between Senate and House of Representatives, the difference between Senate and House of Representatives in Nigeria. Okay, so if we want to look at these items, we'll first see the meaning of government. Government is a group of people elected or selected to govern a state or a country. Governments. Now we want to look at the branches of government. We have the executive, the judiciary, and the legislative. These three arms of government helps to see that there are checks and balances in governance such that no one organ exceeds more than the other. Now, trying to understand these organs of now the constitutional powers government have placed upon these arms of government and their interrelations, you will need to understand properly what the legislative, the executive, the judicial branch, and their checks and balances. So, for the legislative branch, we have two organs, the Senate and the House of Representatives. These two groups cease to reign. Now, for the executive branch, you have the president, the vice president, and its cabinet, and they have veto power. So the president has all the powers to approve war, sign treaties between countries. However, the legislative will be the ones to sign out these laws. The judicial arm of government, they are the ones that interpret the law. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the country and they ensure that all laws are constitutional. The chief judge is constituted by the president but must be approved by the legislative branch. So these three branches help to see that there are checks and balances between one arm or one organ of government in order not to abuse power. Moving on, what is the difference between the Senate and the legislative? Now, the image before you is the president of Senate, Ahmed Ibrahim Lawal. President of Senate, Ahmed Ibrahim Lawal. Of course, you know, we have two cabinets in the legislative branch of government. The Senate is the red chamber, okay, while the House of Rep is the lower chamber. So when you see these red images, you know it's the Senate sitting. So the Senate, there are 109 in number, okay, 109 in number senators in Nigeria. Now, this is the Speaker of House of Representatives, is Femi Gbajabiamila. He is the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Normally, they call this house the Green Chambers because oftentimes when you see the colors on the background, you see the green, while Senate is the red. So Senate has more power than the House of Representatives, but they all work hand in hand to see that bills are being signed into law. House of Rep, there are 360 members in Nigeria. So we're still looking at the difference. Now let's see the similarities. So for the similarities, both the Senate, both the House of Representative members are being voted into power, and there is always consensus between the two chambers, the Senate and the House of Representatives. And then there's synergy when it comes to lawmaking and approval. Now, we want to look at the differences when it comes to leadership, okay, in the House of Representatives and in the House of Senate. When it comes to leadership, the speaker has influence and has control, okay, in the House of Representatives. When bills are passed, bills are debated on, legislation have to be considered, okay? All the bills have to be voted in before they are passed to become law. Then in Senate, the senators, they have the majority leaders, the minority leaders, and which party is in power. Oftentimes, they always work together for the betterment of the country in passing laws, Thanks for watching and wishing you success in your next mock test. Be good.